Hello everyone, welcome to Oil Gas YouTube channel, and this is our second part of lecture number 4 of Reservoir Engineering 1. In the first part of this lecture, we discussed about the compressible fluid, and if you want to see that video, then I am going to put the link of that video in the description box. So you can go and watch that video easily. In previous lecture, we discussed that the compressibility of the compressible fluid is a strong function of pressure. The gases will not show the same value of compressibility on each and every value of pressure, whereas the compressibility of liquids means the compressibility of the incompressible or slightly compressible fluid remains constant with respect to pressure. It is not affected, the compressibility value of the incompressible fluid is not much affected by the change in pressure, but the compressible fluids will show different values of compressibility on different values of pressure. In this scenario, we see that the gas is occupying 100 centimeter cube, and when the pressure is changed from 10 psi to 20 psi, its volume is reduced from 100 centimeter cube to 50 centimeter cube. In this case, the gas is showing large change in volume due to small change in pressure, and this is the definition of compressible fluid. So that's why the ideal gases are included in the definition of compressible fluid. But I told you that the compressibility value of the gases is a function of pressure, means the gases will not show the same value of compressibility on each and every value of pressure. In order to clear the concept or understand the idea, we are going to consider a diagram. Consider this diagram. In this diagram, you can see that there are two gases which are enclosed in a cylinder. The first gas is at 1 psi pressure, whereas the second gas is at 200 psi pressure. The temperature condition of the both gases are same. The gas which is present at 1 psi will show large change in volume due to the change in 1 psi pressure, whereas the gas which is enclosed at 200 psi will show very small change in volume due to change in 1 psi pressure. So this is the concept that the compressibility of the gas is dependent on pressure. Gases do not show same value of compressibility on each and every value of pressure. The compressibility value is changed from pressure to pressure. So at lower pressure, the gases show high compressibility, whereas at higher pressure, the gases will show low compressibility. Now we are moving towards the definition and concept of incompressible or slightly compressible fluids. So what basically the slightly compressible fluids are? The slightly compressible fluids are those fluids which show very small change in volume due to the change in large value of pressure. If the pressure is very much changed, then they show only slight value, slight change in their volumes. So that's why they are known as slightly compressible fluid, or also known as incompressible fluids, because they show negligible change in volume due to change in large value of pressure. Here you can see a diagram. We have incompressible or slightly compressible fluid in the container. Let's say in this scenario, the incompressible fluid is water. All these calculations are done for water. You can see that water is occupying 1 centimeter cube and at 10 psi. Now, if the pressure is changed from 10 psi to 1010 psi, then the volume is changed from 1 centimeter cube to 0.996837 centimeter cube. Means there is no significant change in volume due to change in due to change in very large value, due to change in large value of pressure, due to large change in pressure, sorry. So you can see that the incompressible or slightly compressible fluid in this scenario, which is water, is showing negligible change in volume due to change in large value of pressure. Since the pressure is changed from 10 to 1010 psi, so the change in pressure is 1000 psi, means from condition 1 to condition 2, the overall change in pressure, the net change in pressure is 1000 psi. and if we calculate the change in volume, reduction in volume, then it is only 0.003163 centimeter cube, means 3.1 exponent power minus 3 centimeter cube. You can see that the water is showing about no change in volume due to change in 1000 psi pressure. So that's why the liquids are known as incompressible fluids, or they are also known as slightly compressible fluid.